Drone racing is an increasingly popular sport with big money prizes for skilled professionals. New control algorithms developed at the University of Zurich, UZH, have beaten experienced human pilots for the first time, but they still have significant limitations. In the past, attempts to develop automated algorithms to beat humans have run into problems with accurately simulating the limitations of the quadcopter and the flight path it takes. Traditional flight paths around a complex drone racing course are calculated using polynomial methods which produce a series of smooth curves, and these are not necessarily as fast as the sharper and more jagged paths flown by human pilots. A team from the Robotics and Perception Group at UZH has developed a trajectory planning algorithm to calculate the optimal route at every point in the flight, rather than doing it section by section. Previous UZH automated piloting algorithms had proved efficient at avoiding obstacles and going through the gates that make up the course, but were markedly slower than even inexperienced drone pilots. This time the results were better. Our drone beat the fastest lap of two world-class human pilots on an experimental racetrack, says team leader Davide Scaramuzza. In addition to being faster, the automated system was more consistent. Humans may have good and bad circuits, but the machine always brings its best game and is far less likely to crash. This success in this experiment comes with a price though. One is that flight planning requires more computing power than the drone's onboard computer can supply, and it currently takes up to an hour to plan a few minutes' flight. Managing flights in real time will require more efficient algorithms or better drone computers. We believe that online replanning can and will be possible soon, says researcher Philipp Föhn, first author of the new paper. There will be a trade-off between optimality and replanning sufficient to beat human pilots. The other limitation is that the drone's position had to be monitored by a series of external cameras so its progress along the 3D planned flight path could be tracked exactly. This required one of the world's largest motion capture systems. A practical solution needs to work with just the data gathered from the drone's own sensors. The work was funded by the Swiss National Center of Competence in Research as part of their Rescue Robotics Grand challenge to develop automated technology for search and rescue, and could enable drones to find victims faster. A flight planning system which can produce the fastest safe routes could provide real benefits for a variety of other air vehicles too. For other flying vehicles, or general 3D motion planning, where multiple objectives have to be fulfilled in sequence, our approach could be a viable solution, says Föhn.